In the land of fjords, glaciers, and northern lights, one family quietly weaves through every layer of national life. They don't draft laws, they don't command armies. Yet from Oslo's grand palace to the humblest fishing village, their presence is felt like a silent hand on the nation's shoulder. This is the untold story of the Norwegian royal family, the dynasty that secretly controls a modern democracy. Welcome to Luxury Buzz, your go-to channel for exploring the world's most extravagant assets, royal wealth, ultra-wealthy lifestyles, and exclusive luxury power. If you love jaw-dropping luxury, hit subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on pure opulence. A modern monarchy hiding in plain sight. Norway is celebrated for its democracy, egalitarian culture, and famously modest lifestyle. So it might surprise you that a royal family still sits at its apex, not wielding power through decrees or armies, but through centuries of tradition, prestige, and trust. At the center is King Harald V, Norway's constitutional monarch and beloved figurehead. Now, in his mid-80s and in the 34th year of his reign, Harald technically holds sweeping constitutional powers: the right to appoint governments, veto laws, and even command the armed forces. In practice, these powers are ceremonial. Yet, dismissing the monarchy as powerless would be a mistake, because Harald and his family exercise a different kind of authority: the authority of continuity, symbolism, and identity. Polls consistently show that nearly 80% of Norwegians support the monarchy, an astonishing figure in such an egalitarian country. For many, the Norwegian royal family isn't an outdated relic. It's the quiet heartbeat of the nation. Today, we'll pull back the curtain on the royal wealth of Norway, their understated palaces, their role in politics and identity, and how they've turned soft power into secret influence. A legacy of wealth and quiet luxury. Despite Norway's famously modest culture, the royal family enjoys considerable wealth and privilege, though they wield it with restraint. King Harald's personal net worth is estimated at around $30 million, far less than Europe's richest monarchs, yet still enough to place him among the wealthiest figures in Scandinavia. Meanwhile, the monarchy's upkeep costs Norwegian taxpayers about $72 million annually, covering everything from palace maintenance to staff salaries. In 2017 alone, roughly $32 million went toward running the royal household, while an additional $15 million supported the king and queen's personal expenses. Unlike Britain's Windsors or the billion-dollar monarchies of the Middle East, Norway's royals live in palaces that whisper instead of shout. That balance of privilege with accessibility, luxury wrapped in humility, is what makes the Norwegian monarchy truly unique. The palaces of power, the royal palace in Oslo, Det Kongelige Slott, a 173-room neoclassical palace completed in 1849. Though grand, Norwegians call it plain compared to Europe's counterparts, a reflection of Nordic restraint. Each Constitution Day, the family waves from its balcony as tens of thousands of children march past. Gamlehaugen Bergen, a castle-like estate by the fjords, surrounded by gardens open to the public. Stiftsgården in Trondheim, Europe's largest wooden palace, hosting royal weddings and coronations. Lærdal in Stavanger, an elegant 18th century manor used for regional visits. Bygdøy Royal Estate, a working farm near Oslo where the king spends summers, emphasizing stewardship. Kongsseteren Lodge, a hilltop retreat in Holmenkollen, the family's Christmas home. Oscarshall Palace, a miniature pleasure palace, now mostly a museum. Skaugum Estate, Crown Prince Haakon's home, doubling as a working farm producing milk and grain. Most of these estates are open to the public as parks or museums when not in use, reinforcing the idea that while the royals reside there, heritage belongs to the nation. The royal yacht. Then there's the HNoMY Norge, one of Europe's last great royal yachts. Built in 1937 and maintained by the Royal Norwegian Navy, it doubles as a state vessel and private retreat. Each summer, Norwegians along the coast catch sight of the yacht, a living reminder of tradition sailing quietly into the modern age. Power in tradition and ceremony. On paper, King Harald V has sweeping constitutional authority, veto laws, appoint governments, and command the armed forces. In reality, these powers are ceremonial, but don't mistake ceremony for weakness. It's in ritual that the monarchy's true influence lies. Council of State. Every Friday, the Prime Minister and Cabinet gather at the palace. King Harald presides, signing decisions into effect. His presence reminds the nation that democracy flows through centuries of continuity. Opening of Parliament. Each autumn, the king opens Parliament in full regalia, reading the speech from the throne. Though written by the government, it carries the legitimacy of monarchy. Commander-in-Chief. Harald is formally head of the armed forces. He trained as a naval officer, giving symbolism real weight. Ceremonial roles. From bestowing orders of chivalry to honoring service, the crown ties modern Norway to its heritage. Guardians of Norway's national identity. Where the monarchy truly controls Norway is not in politics, but in identity and unity. World War II resistance. King Haakon VII, Harald's grandfather, refused to recognize Nazi collaborator Vidkun Quisling. Exiled to Britain, he became a rallying symbol of free Norway. Olav V, the people's king. Harald's father famously rode the public tram during the 1973 oil crisis, ski gear in hand, paying with pocket change. That humble act became iconic. Harald's diversity speech, 2016. At 79, Harald declared, "Norwegians are girls who love girls, boys who love boys, and girls and boys who love each other. Norwegians believe in God, in Allah, in nothing at all. Norway is you. Norway is us." The speech went viral worldwide, cementing his moral authority. Such moments explain why Norwegians overwhelmingly support the monarchy. Even Republicans admit, it's hard to argue with this royal family. A life of quiet luxury. Make no mistake, Norway's royals live in privilege. From palaces to ski lodges, from the royal yacht to private estates, their lives are steeped in comfort, but their genius lies in restraint. They don't flaunt wealth in tabloids. They don't plaster luxury on Instagram. Instead, they embody luxury that whispers, aligning with a culture that despises showiness yet loves tradition. Legacy of a silent dynasty. So how do Norway's royals secretly control the nation? Not through laws, not through armies, but through wealth used modestly, not extravagantly. Ceremonies that legitimize democracy. Moral authority in times of crisis. A humble image that binds people together. They are not a monarchy of force, but of trust. In one of the world's most equal societies, the crown survives by being the most equal of all. As the sun sets over Oslo Fjord and the lights of the royal palace glow across the city, the truth becomes clear. Norway's royals don't control the nation with decrees. They control it with tradition, symbolism, and trust. They are the quiet heartbeat of the country, a dynasty hiding in plain sight, silently steering Norway's course. From palaces to ski lodges, from heartfelt speeches to tram rides, Norway's royal family has mastered the art of soft power. The Norwegian royal family proves that true luxury isn't just about palaces or wealth, it's about unity, tradition, and a quiet power that still shapes Norway today. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the royal family that secretly controls all of Norway. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden forces shaping nations, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Luxury Buzz for more cinematic stories of wealth, power, and influence. Until next time, remember, the real titans of power are often the ones you never see.